Hello folks, hope you have viewed my last video which covered introduction and overview of Ab Initio. So this is my second session, and in this session I'll be covering how to build graphs. Like as I said in my last video, so whenever you want to create something in Ab Initio GDE, you need to have a sandbox. A sandbox is nothing but a project folder uh, in Ab Initio. So first let's see how to create a sandbox. So for that, as soon as you open your Ab Initio GDE, you'll be seeing few options here: File, View, Project, Settings, Window, and Help. So go to the Project option. There you'll be finding a Create Sandbox option. So just go to the project type and click on Basic Sandbox, and then go to the directory path which is under Sandbox, and create a new folder, and just click on that folder, select. And if you want this particular sandbox to be a reusable sandbox, that means if you want some other sandbox uh, using this particular sandbox, you just need to give a parameter prefix. So here I'll be giving parameter prefix as test2. So now the sandbox is created. Now it's actually asking us whether to open the sandbox or not. So I'll be clicking now here. So this is how we create a sandbox. So coming back to the presentation, now our sandbox is ready. That means our project folder is ready and we are ready to create a graph. So let's see how to create a graph. And a graph is nothing but a group of components connected as per the business logic to load the data into data marts. That too according to the business logic. So now let's see how to create a sample graph. So for this, you actually need to open the sandbox. Now we are actually in the sandbox that we have created recently. Then click here, then click on the graph. So a sample graph is created here. Now let's create a sample graph which actually uh, loads of data from one flat file to another flat file. So for that, what we need is, as I said, our source is a file. We need to drag input file component here, and then to map columns, we need a reformat component, which is uh, used to map columns from source to target, and also to do some expressions on the to do some transformations on the input rows records. And to store the output, we need an output file. So for that, just type on file, search on file. You will be seeing an output file component here. Just drag and drop it here. So the yellow ones that you see here means this is actually waiting for this particular value to be assigned. So I'll just map these columns initially, and then I'll edit my source component name, and my output file is emp_tgt. So once I double click there, we actually need to specify what is my source file. So here my source file is emp.dat, where I'll be having my records there, and the ports, you'll see an output read here. So the question mark here says how I have to read my source file. So for that, you have to create a DML, you have to create a source DML which actually describes the structure of your source file. So here you just need to click on use file and go to your sandbox, the DML, and my source DML is rr_emp.dml. So now you see the source input file component is not waiting for anything. Now I'll be going to the reformat here. Here I can uh, select few options, where first thing I have to provide the transformation file, that means the XFR file where my business logic exists. So click on the transform here and click on use file. Now I have to give the XFR, my business logic, and then you'll have an option called when to abort your graph, either to abort on the first reject or never abort, or you can set a limit like abort on the first row, abort on the second reject or third reject or some kind of thing. Here I want my graph to be aborted on the first error. Then I'll have my ports there in the output. You will see a question mark here again on the output. So this means it's asking me how I have to create my target output file. So for that, click on use file and click on this, and r_m.dml is my uh, target structure. Then done. Now I'll be going to the output file component, and here I have to give the path where I have to create my output file. So for this, I'll just give this path here. In the temp directory, I'm planning to create an output file with m_target.dat. So this is my output file name, and this is the path where I'm actually asking my graph to create a target file. And then here you will be having file handling options where the graph is set like if there is no file existing with the output file name that I have created, then I'm asking it to create the file. And if the file exists, I'm asking my graph to delete and recreate the file. And these are the permissions that you can grant on the output file created. And then this is my output file structure. So now my graph is complete, and I'll be storing this as emp_test1.mp. .mp is the default file extension for a map, graph. So now I'll be telling you what all I have uh, in my what all I have declared. So emp.dat is my source file where I'm having employee ID, employee name, and his salary, and that is that is using a delimiter, pipe delimiter. So now you have saw the source file, right? So as shown in the graph, I've declared my source structure. So r_m.dml is my source structure where the syntax is like first you have to write record, then you are actually saying what is the data type of your first column. In my source file, my first column is a number, so default it should be decimal, and here I'm saying that it is divided with a delimiter called pipe, and the column name is employee ID, and my second column is employee name, and that is also divided uh, using the pipe delimiter, and the data type of that is a string, and my third column is a salary, and after the salary column I'll have a new record, right? So if you see the temp file and my source file, so I've declared that my employee ID is differentiated using a delimiter called pipe, and then my employee name. So after my salary, I have a new line and then got a new record. So the same I'm declaring in the source DML file. So /r/n uh, uh, is my delimiter after the salary column, and then you have to finally end that DML structure using end semicolon. So once that is done, what I've done is I've actually declared my XFR where my business logic lies. So here what the syntax is: out, two colons, reformat. I've used the reformat component, right? So reformat and in. So this means uh, the out is my output column. Reformat is using my input data and loading that into output file. So then after, the syntax is like you have to write begin out dot star two colons equals to, I mean, in dot star semicolon and end semicolon. This means however my source structure I'm receiving, so my output structure is also in the same way. So no need to specifically map each and every column. I'm saying load how my source file is coming as my target. So this says how my XFR is, and then I've declared how is my target structure. So just to show you the difference, what I've done is I've declared my target DML structure as the same file format, but with a comma delimiter and the same decimal string and new line. So now when I execute this my employee, I mean, I've got 3 records from the source file which you have seen there, and I've done a reformat there, and my output of the reformat is 3 records and which got inserted into my target. Now I'll be showing you how my target got created. So I'll go to temp, the refresh here. So the file that we have declared is emp underscore target dot dat. So now my target is created in this way with comma delimiters. So which is the same file that you see here, emp.dat. So in this way we'll be creating the basic graph. And in the last video, as I said you, I mean, every graph that you create in GDE, it will be converted into a KSH script, right? So the graph that I've created just now got converted into a .ksh script, which will be in this way. So you can actually execute your graph from the GDE part, or else directly come to this KSH script and execute this KSH script. So this is about a basic, how to create a basic graph. So in the next class, I'll be uh, explaining you in detail about each and every component. Hope you have liked this video. If yes, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thanks everyone.